Okay, so here we are at the well. Imagine that propellers are spinning, engage in that, activate the pump, draw water out when it's needed. And it said in the film this well was enclosed by like a utility shed. Some more of that piping that sticks out, so maybe that wasn't connected to fill the lake after all. I don't know. Here we are with the back side of the dock. You can see it here in the shadow. I'll have to give the scene where Vera walks out onto the dock another viewing, as I don't recall this tree being there. Now, granted, it has been something in the neighborhood of 39 years, believe it or not, since all this filming was done. Hey, look, more pipe. 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 Classic Beavis and Butthead episode. And the fireplace. Excuse the roughness of this video here. This is my first attempt shooting this on my iPhone. Oh yeah, the wall of the house here would have gone up above the foundation to that really funky window Jason peeks through at the very end of the film during Chris's hallucination scene. Now, I understand that the house, its second story, was kind of a fake second story, even though you do get glimpses of it in the movie. However, if you look from the outside, that second story window isn't high enough for a grown man to stand in front of without his feet dangling in front of the door below. So that's always been a bit of confusion to me. And a pipe. But that would have been the door that Jason would have broken out of during Chris's hallucination. Behind this tree, I believe, is the step. Ooh, a scoop from the door, which I'll go around this tree here and take a look. I believe this group of rocks here is the base for that doorway. You know, it's amazing standing here now. There's no real context for scale for people watching it here. But this building is incredibly small. It is absolutely amazing. The house itself, even just the first level, gave an appearance being at least somewhat spacious. It is not. That door, if memory serves, would have led into the kitchen, which is here. The fireplace is there for the interior. The door into the kitchen would have been just to the side of that. So this would have been the kitchen. Where our good stoner buddy making his popcorn. Chili coming in. Also would have been, I suppose, presumably the door in which Shelley would have walked in after getting his throat slit. I make English words good. It's kind of ironic because, you know, this door's on the opposite side of the house from the barn in which he would have come from after being slit. Almost wish I'd come in here a different time of year. I think the film was shot in, January, February, March, somewhere in that neighborhood. A lot more greenery to enjoy. It's very dry, arid, desolate out here today. Would have maybe had something of a similar atmosphere, I think, if I'd come here at a different time of year. But yeah, coming out of the kitchen, around the fireplace, in the main room with the windows, where Rick would have ultimately been thrown into. Stairway, circular stairway somewhere in the middle. That corner there would have been the 2 entry doors, one from the porch and the other in the corner that was most commonly used. I believe there was another one room here in the corner that Chris opens and looks into when she first arrives. And we have a big hole in the ground with an old motorcycle. I want to say I saw this motorcycle in Adam the Woo's video, and it was parked on the other side of the lot in that direction, which in the film would have been the entrance to Higgins Haven. It's the entrance to the property where the bridge was. But once I make it over there, I'll find out. This gate was not used in the filming. Actually, I don't know. This here would have been the shed entrance to the cellar. And it looks like at least part of that cellar existed. It's covered in plywood now, which is all warped. Of course, I'm blanking on Chili's stoner boyfriend's name, who went down there and got himself perished by Jason. Very electrifying scene. I need to come over here and take a look underneath all this plywood. See what's left of the Higgins Haven cellar, which no cooperation from the plywood. Hello. Come out, come out. Anybody in there? I don't know that there's anything actually underneath there. Let me see if I can pull this up a little better.